you done, Art, in those 11 years?
Well, in 1982, I used to work in the business office, and then I went into forecasting in 1980. And I used to do administrative forecasting for Mountain Bell. Then El Paso was a state function, did forecasting for messages and revenues and access lines. In 82, when Southwestern Bell bought out the El Paso operation, that function was done here in Dallas. And that's when I became a design entity forecaster at the wire system. And that's what I'm doing currently.
Okay.
Right now, the current project that I'm working on is CCO options, custom calling options, and microlink one forecasts at the wire center level.
Okay, great. Thanks.
On the trip, go somewhere, there's always something that happens at home. And when I went to St. Louis last week, I call home and my wife tells me that the rear view mirror fell off of the car.
Okay, Art, let me stop you here.
It's hot and sunny all the time, so we use sunshades quite a bit. When she pulled the sunshade off, it knocked the rear view mirror off. So my daughter was sick, and she had to take my daughter to the doctor.
Neutral.
So, well, what should I do with the rear view mirror being broken?
Drop the arms.
Pardon me?
Drop the arms. Come on.
So I told her, well, just keep it in the car with you and take it with you. Take my daughter to the doctor. And if the police stop you, just tell them that the mirror fell off and you've got it right there and you don't put it back on. When she got home, she tried to put it on with super glue and the thing kept falling off. She couldn't get it to stay on. And then she tells me that the car's leaking antifreeze. I don't know where it's coming from, but there's a big puddle on the sidewalk. So I told her, well, don't drive the car because you might burn up the engine. Well, in the meantime, I'd taken my other car to the airport, and I'm sure that she wouldn't have been able to find it in the parking lot even if I told her where it was.
Okay, Art, let me interrupt.
It was antifreeze. It was in the driveway, and I told her not to drive the car because she might burn the engine up. So when I got home, first thing I did was I fixed the rear view mirror, had to buy a little kit and figure out how to glue that thing on there, and it held up. Then to work on the radiator leak, which I thought it was, it actually turned out it was the heater hose. And the newer cars are very difficult to get into the places. They've got a lot of pollution control and wires and everything going everywhere. And I figured I'd be up to the challenge and try to fix it myself. And I was able to get in there and get this hose off and replace it. Fix the car, so hopefully she's got a car now that she can get around in while I'm gone again. Hopefully nothing else will go wrong. I would probably be giving this talk to my peers, my boss, and my district manager.
People in your work group in your district. What are the two items you're going to work on during your presentation?
I'm going to work on everything, but probably voice volume and hand gestures.
All right, volume and gesturing again.
I'll talk to you today about a problem that we have.
All right, that's about a 5.
The problem that we have is dealing with multiple priorities, due dates, and assignments. The forecaster, here's a forecaster, he has a dilemma. He's got a problem.
Good gesture.
He has his normal assignments, wire center forecasts, outside plant forecasts, administrative forecasting duties and coordination, and computer and data support.
Excellent. Some volume.
Then on top of that come in some special projects, CCO forecast, microlink one forecast, training, like this training, and also training that I need to conduct on the Swiss database conversion.
Good.
This problem includes stress, missed due dates, and unhappy clients. It also causes short deadlines.
Volume. Turn it loose.
And also a constant rescheduling of priorities.
Good.
And due dates.
Good gesture.
For this problem include, number 1, more coordination meetings. Number 2, better scheduling of due dates.
Show us better.
And number 3, a better balance of priorities.
Good.
That's one that I have a big problem.
Excellent.
include reduced stress, which will make myself and the other forecasters happy, satisfied users, people that use our forecasts, be able to get those when they need them to do the job that they need to do,
Good. Use your right.
and we will also be able to meet the deadlines that are set up for us, which are multiple.
Good.
Recommendation
Better.
number one includes my own successful past experience with negotiating and coordinating due dates and priorities with my boss, with my district manager, and also with my users.
Tell someone over there.
And also, I've got past experience to show that the coordination and negotiation works, and that due dates that I have previously negotiated have been met.
Good.
Is the expert opinion of my boss. The boss endorses my recommendation, and he endorses
Tell
more
someone out here.
coordination meetings. And he also blows bubbles.
Tell someone out here.
First of all, the problem is dealing with
Tell somebody
multiple
out here.
assignments, due dates, and priorities.
All right, look, get your information and then tell someone.
My recommendation would be for more coordination meetings, for scheduling,
Pause.
due dates, and setting priorities. The benefits of this would be reduced stress, satisfied users, and meeting the due dates that have been set up for us.
Right.
Number 1 in El Paso and southern New Mexico.
El Paso police are celebrating the new year with good news about the holiday. I'm Suzanne Michaels. Happy New Year, and thank you for tuning in to News 7 Nightcast. More than 20 officers assigned to the DWI task force hit the streets last night, ready for hordes of dangerous drunken drivers. But what they found was entirely different. News 7 Nightcast Ann Semmer joins us live. And how was the DWI traffic last night?
Well, Suzanne, it was virtually non-existent. Police arrested 14 people for driving while intoxicated. Another 7 were tested, but then they were released. In addition, there were only minor fender benders throughout the city, and those were all minor with no serious injuries. Joining us now to talk about the Holidays Ahead program is Sergeant Richard Coleman with the DWI Task Force. Sergeant Coleman, why was it so quiet last night?
Well, the media pretty much advertised not drinking and driving, and we were out there to ensure that they didn't drink and drive. If they were out there, we would catch them. The task force caught 12, and patrol caught the balance of the DWIs.
We were talking a little bit ago, and you said in recent years with the public awareness, the New Year's holiday has not been that popular for DWIs. It's in fact, Christmas weekend and also payday weekends as well.
I believe this Christmas and last Christmas were more DWIs arrested, and it appears through the stats that we've been keeping that payday weekends throughout the year are high DWI arrest weekends. We're running about 1,200 DWIs for the year of 1991.
And finally, the holiday is not over yet. I guess your task force is going to be out again tonight and for every payday weekend that's coming up in 92.
We'll be out until Sunday morning. Nobody's taking any time off, so everybody will be out there.
Thank you so much for joining us, Sergeant Coleman. I also talked to the El Paso Towing about their towing service. They were very, very happy. They said that they gave free tows home to around 50 people last night. They said that was a record number. So once again, a very happy New Year's holiday for El Pasoans, not only the celebrants, but El Paso Police Department and all those concerned as well. Reporting live from West El Paso, Ann Semmer, News 7 Nightcast.
Ann, thank you. Well, the thought of New Year's celebrations ending in possible death was enough to keep many El Pasoans off the streets. We canvassed city streets today, taking an informal poll of residents. Although bars, nightclubs, and hotels were packed with guests, we found many El Pasoans opted for quieter celebrations this year. And the main reason? Alcohol.
More of an instinct to be safe now than to be careless.
It took my wife, you know, and my little girl to bring me around to make sure that I wouldn't go out there and, you know, drink and drive anymore and stuff like that. And if you go out there and have a wreck or something, who are you going to see again if you don't make it?
There's so many opportunities for accidents, so I just like to stay home and just party at home.
Well, despite the apparent trend toward more public awareness about the dangers of alcohol, beer sales in El Paso continue to climb.